Um, Another thing about this tier three, I don't want to call them tier three nations, but we are tier three nation, right? Well, Kenya is not even a tier three. I don't even know what we are. But yes, like the the countries that are tiered lower, I don't think they should be playing 4 test matches in a Rugby World Cup, right? Because you can already see the gulf in class. And then you're asking a team like Namibia. So right now they've played the All Blacks and they've played Italy, and now they're playing France. 3 games in a row against 3 top tier nations, and then you expect them to play again next week on Wednesday, if I'm not wrong, or Thursday against Uruguay. It's. I mean, yes, you want the experience. You want to play the good teams. You want to play the best teams in the world. But at some point, the best teams in the world have so much depth. Namibia doesn't have depth. Like for me personally, I know this is something that if they do decide that they're going to give some teams like a break, like you play a break in the middle and then play your other 2 games, not everyone is going to get the luxury of having that break of 1 game. Some people will still have to either rest before, because in the group stage you have 5 teams in each group, which means you're playing 4 games, and whenever a round happens, because of 5 teams, 1 team will not play, right? So it will happen regardless. Someone will end up not playing in the first week or end up not playing in the last week, which means they'll play 4 games in a row, yeah? But there has to be a way. There has to be a way for the tier 3 nations at least to have a break in between there, because at this moment, I feel like it's Namibia couldn't handle it. Like, this is their best team. This is their best team. They've just come from a thumping against the All Blacks. Italy did them no favors, right? And Italy is a team that plays in the Six Nations. And then we expect them to come and show up in the last game against Uruguay, which, again, let's just say Italy was not in the mix, for example, and France and New Zealand were in this group. And then Namibia has won 1 game and they have 1 more game to go. The last game would determine who qualifies for the World Cup, because number 3 qualifies for the next World Cup automatically, right? So we also want them to be at their best. I'm sure the product needs to be better. World Rugby would like to see not a perfect product, but a really nice product for fans, right? And a team like Namibia cannot play 4 test matches in a row. Like, this is 4 test matches against the best opposition in the world. And they only get to do this every 4 years. They only get to play the likes of the All Blacks, France, and all these guys 4 years. And then every 4 years, you're giving them 3 weeks, 3 games, 3 weeks in a row. So yeah, I just think like I know it's a slippery slope. You just can't give people free games, but it's something to think about, because this was not it, man. Like, this was rough. This was rough. And again, Namibia actually played well in terms of effort. Like, Alistair Coetzee cannot fault the guys for not putting in effort. The effort was there. France was just better, and they just have a deeper squad. Like, literally, France rested half their team against Uruguay, right? So, and this is their first team in a home tournament. So, yeah, I'm not even gonna fault. Like, that 96 to me didn't even feel like Namibia played badly. Like, I feel Italy played worse against Uruguay in the first half than Namibia did the whole of this game. I'm probably biased because I'm African, but just remember, Kenya would have been in this position, and if Namibia received 96, how much would we have received?